Hi everyone, you're listening to Spotlight on WTBQ 1110 AM 93.5 FM and WTBQ.com. Today in the Spotlight we have V from the band VISHNO on the phone. Hello.
Hi, how you doing?
Good. You are an electro-pop music artist.
That is correct.
You graduated from Berklee College. That is awesome.
Yeah, Berkeley is an amazing place.
A lot of artists that I interviewed, they've gone to Berklee.
Yeah, well, it certainly puts out a ton of excellent musicians. I mean, I was always amazed at just walking around and, walking down the practice halls, you can hear tons of just totally diverse, incredible musicians. And so pretty much any direction you turn, you can meet somebody who's doing something amazing that's completely different from what you're doing, and as a result, become friendly and learn from each other.
Right. Have you ever worked with somebody that's in a completely different music genre than you and maybe collaborated?
Yeah, actually I worked, this isn't so musically based, but I worked with a lot of modern dance choreographers out in LA. Mm-hmm. And, they usually would come in and people would be working with them with a classical music style a lot of the time. And so I sort of came in and we started doing a completely different style than they were used to, and sometimes we collaborate with the classical musicians in order to create something just unique and a little bit, newer sounding and different, and that was always a blast. I love that.
Well, I find it very cool that you bring in companies as part of your tour.
Yeah, so really... we all have the same issue, which is reaching people in a unique way, And so the idea of connecting with companies sort of like-minded with a similar message to ours is, really a kind of a passion at this point, because I think if we align ourselves, we can reach a market in a whole new way, reach audiences in a whole new way.
Right. It's so hard to reach fans and get people to like you on Facebook and all that. You just want to reach the world, and it's right there, but you just can't get there.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think it just boils down to that, any new product or any existing company, it's constantly trying to reach new people, yes, or even the same people in a new way to sort of reaffirm their, committed consumer relationship. And the way I see it is they're using music all the time in commercials and all sorts of other things in order to, help enhance their message. So why not just team up directly and, reach our audience together? Because I think it, goes right back to the collaborative nature of music. You can also collaborate on the sort of marketing front and reaching people in a new way front.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Now, do these companies contact you, or do you contact them?
Right now, we're reaching out to companies directly, and, it's people we already know and people we don't know, but we're generally doing the reaching out to other companies and sort of explaining to them the ideas, and together we're developing a way of reaching audiences.
Right. Now, say I went to your concert, what would I expect? What goes on with the companies?
Yeah, I mean, at the simplest level, a company could, be sort of holding down the fort at the merch area. Okay. But at a much more interesting level, a company that we're working with could be integrated into the on-stage show. And I mean, if we talk about the on-stage part for a second, we use video screens in our show, and, something that is representative of that company can be incorporated into those video screens. For example, we've done some work with a biking company, a bike apparel company, and we could have our screens showing some cool riders wearing their gear, that's sort of mixed into the music in an elegant but fun way. And again, it's not about, selling to the audience. It's just about showing them how cool all of this together can be. And, as a result, kind of generating a new effect or response from that audience.
Right. Now, what are you currently working on?
At the moment, we're getting ready to do, we've been doing some shows with some younger people, and we just did one with a school, and we're doing one with the Boys and Girls Clubs here in Boston. And so that's sort of, top of mind at the moment. We want to put on a really great, sort of high-energy, really great positive message show for the kids of the Boys and Girls Clubs, and, show them that, we can incorporate what they're doing right into our on-stage show as well and sort of show them a great time and that kind of thing.
That's awesome. I don't know if many people know this, but you worked with Michael Jackson?
I did, and Michael Jackson is amazing.
He is.
So I was the assistant music director for the Michael Jackson 30th anniversary concerts, which were in 2001. And so I was writing arrangements for Michael Jackson and for Usher and for Alicia Keys and it was an incredible time. And I was working with producer David Guest and a music director named Joey Malati. And so during the shows, Michael was there. He was a part of them. I mean, he was rehearsing right in front of me alone and with NSYNC and with the Jackson 5. And I just found the guy to be a phenomenal performer and one of the nicest people I've ever seen wandering around a set.
Yeah, he seemed very down to earth when you see him on TV.
He is. I mean, I think, there's this movie, This Is It, that came out after he passed away of the tour that he was about to start.
Uh-huh.
And it really reminded me of just how sort of gentle and down to earth he is. And I thought it was just a terrific experience to, get to watch this legend be a real human being and joke around with his brothers, on set. It was really terrific.
Now, how did you get that job?
I came out of Berkeley and I was a contemporary writing and production major, which is, writing music on paper and then taking it in the studio and having, any sort of band or orchestra perform it. And so when I got out to L.A., I connected with this arranger, Joey Malati, and he was the music director for those concerts. And he asked me to do some arrangements, and so he sent me home to arrange this Michael Jackson song and then arrange that Michael Jackson song. And I'm saying, what are we doing this all for? And he says, these are for the concerts in New York coming up. You got to be there now.
So wow.
It was sort of like, oh my gosh.
That's like it is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Yeah, especially coming right out of school and, saying, okay, I'm ready to take on the world, and what the heck am I going to do in order to take on the world? And here this opportunity to work with literally the biggest artist in the world is front and center. So I jumped in both feet, and like I said, it sort of changed me for the better.
Awesome. Where can our listeners find your website and listen to your music?
The website is VISHNOrocks.com, and there's a couple of songs up there now and a couple of videos and, some additional information about what we're up to. We also have a Facebook page, which is facebook.com/VishnoRock and soundcloud.com/VishnoRocks. So Twitter, Vishno Rocks, the sort of theme going on here,
Awesome. Well, I will have to find you on Twitter and Facebook and all that.
Please do. We're looking for, new audiences everywhere and new friends everywhere. So I really appreciate it if you take the time to check it out.
I will. And I am looking for new friends, too, so you could follow me on Facebook.
Great. What's your Facebook page?
It's facebook.com/Shawna on the radio, SHAWNA.
Cool. I will definitely like you.
Yes.
I would love you. I would love you if there was a love button, actually.
Well, I would love you if there was one, too. But I'll like you.
Cool.
All right.
Thank you so much for having me, and please, check in. Let's do this again.
Yeah, let's keep in touch.
All right. Take care, Shawna.
All right, you too. Thank you.